You asked for a proof of work and proof of stake video. Well, here it is. Now, in a centralized system, let's say you want to send 50 naira to your friend through a bank. The bank serves as the middleman or as the ledger, and they check your bank account to see if you have 50 naira, and if you do, they deduct that 50 naira from your account and then add it to your friend's account. And that's pretty much how it works. The bank, once again, is serving as the middleman or as the ledger. But in the decentralized system, things are much harder because there are a lot of players in this system, but each and every one of these players have to have the same ledger. And the question is, how do we make that possible? That is where the proof of work and proof of stake system comes in. Let's talk about them. For proof of work, let's imagine 10 people each having their own computers, and let's call them miners because that's what they are called anyway in the proof of work system. So these computers are in constant competition with each other to correctly guess the answer to a puzzle, and guessing the right answer leads to the generation of a transaction hash. I wouldn't be going too deep into what a transaction hash is, but if you want that video, let me know in the comment section and I will get to it. So when a computer guesses the right answer, it leads to generating a transaction hash, like I said, and then this computer now gets to be the one to push the block into the blockchain. What is a block? A block simply holds a number of transactions. Let's picture a container, right, that has a number of things inside. That container is the block, and that number of things inside is the transaction. And picture the computer just pushing that container or block into the blockchain, right? That's pretty much what it is. So after this computer does it, other miners then take a look at the block and then see that, okay, this is a valid block, let me now add my own block into it. And just like that, more miners add their block, and that is how we come about the blockchain. I hope you understand. I'm trying as much as possible to simplify the terms because these are actually more technical than they are financial, but it really doesn't hurt anyone to know how these things work because your money is definitely involved. So let's talk about the proof of stake system, right? And to describe this, I will be talking a bit on how the current flow for Beacon chain actually works. And the Beacon chain, for those who don't know, is where where you can actually stake Ethereum at the moment. So for a proof of stake system, just as the word implies, you have to have some stake in that cryptocurrency. For example, for Ethereum, for you to be a validator, by the way, they don't call them miners anymore, they call them validators. For you to be a validator, you have to have nothing more or less than 32 ETH. That is for the Beacon chain. For other cryptocurrencies, it can be they can give you a minimum amount of crypto that you should have, but not necessarily a maximum amount. But ETH has said that it's either you have 32 ETH or nothing, no more, no less. So these validators are chosen at random, and the randomness depends on many factors. For some blockchain, it could be the amount that you have staked. Probably the higher the amount you have staked, the higher the chances of you being picked to validate a transaction. For some, it could be the time you have spent in validating transactions on that blockchain. That is your credibility. If you've been there for a longer period of time, there might be higher chances that you get to validate more transactions than someone who just started validating today. So, like I said, there are many factors contributing to this. Another thing to note for the proof of stake system is that if you're caught trying to carry out a fraudulent activity as a validator, you will be penalized by losing some or all of your staked coins. Yes, that is why it is important to stake in order to be a validator. So if anything happens, you get penalized. Validators are rewarded through gas fees. Yes, those fees that we pay when we try to carry out transactions in the blockchain, validators earn their money through that. So that's pretty much it on the proof of work and proof of stake system.